It's early morning, rain and cold, and I'm on my way to George to go for a run. So about 3 months ago, I bruised my ribs at the playground with my kids, and that meant 5 weeks of no sports. And it also coincided with the time before Christmas, which means a lot of good food and a lot of sweets. So this took its toll. When I was ready finally to sport again, I really couldn't get myself motivated. I didn't have the energy and I was just getting very lazy, and I also gained a couple of kilos. That's when I knew I need to change something. That's why, together with a couple of friends, I started a 365-day exercise challenge. In this video, I talk a bit about how I started and how I prepared for this. Then it's about 2 months in now, so I will give you a little bit of a report out how I feel and what I do, how I actually run it. And I also will reflect a little bit on the changes and the insights that I already gained from this 2 months of the 365-day exercise challenge. The sun is coming up. So I knew when committing to a 365-day exercise challenge, you really need a strong why. And I already told you the story that triggered it, but that was not enough to make me sustain 365 of daily exercise. So for me, that was really 3 points. The first one is health and energy related. I know that doing sports is good for me. So whenever I do sports, I feel better in the moment, but then also over time.
Makes me feel good. Yes.
So I needed to get myself up to that level again when I just go out and do it. The second point really was about growth and self-discipline. I wanted to challenge myself, not with a 30-day challenge, which I've done a couple of times before, but really with a 365-day challenge. So something to stick to much longer. And the third element, since I know I enjoy sports and have fun when doing it, I knew that this will bring adventure and exercise and fun into my life. So that was the third why that I wanted to follow. But a strong why is not enough to sustain a 365-day exercise challenge. So for me, 3 other elements came into play that really helped me going. The first one is a social element, doing this with friends. The second one is only doing things that I really enjoy. And the third one is having clear rules and clarity about what it means to have a 365 days exercise challenge. So for the social element, I started reaching out to a number of friends that I thought may be also up for such a challenge. And indeed, now we have a WhatsApp group that keeps us going, and we also log our daily exercises. In addition to fun conversations we have in this group, this also helps us to analyze the data. So we log things like what sports we do, the duration, how hard it is, and how much we enjoy it. And it actually gives for quite interesting data insights. And I'll tell you a little bit about my stats later. But having this social element really helps because you see, oh, all the others have done their sports already, so I better also get up to it and do it. And this really is nice. The second trick that really helps is focusing on doing the stuff that you really enjoy. So if you don't like the gym, then don't go to the gym. If you don't like to run, then don't run. But actually find out the sports that you like. For me, that's clearly running. I love to be outside. I love to be in nature. Every time I go out, I feel good. But it's also exercises at home, because there I do 2 things. The first one, I can fit this in when I work or when I'm doing something with the family. I can just fit a couple of minutes in. And also I can use this to do some of the exercises that I should do, but always neglect. For example, I have had pain in my shoulder, so now I'm doing shoulder rehabilitation exercises. They're not really exciting, but I like it because it actually strengthens my shoulder. And the third thing that helps me sustain this is to have clear rules. So for me, the rule is if it's minimum 10 minutes of exercise with elevated heart rate, then that counts for me. So if I just take the bike to the supermarket or I walk to the supermarket, I wouldn't usually count that as an exercise. But if I do push-ups or other exercises at home, then that counts. And it's also broad enough to allow all different sports. So, for example, sometimes I run around like for 10 minutes with the kids, and then I just do this a little bit excessively, and this then counts as my sports. Or I sledge with them, which if you run up and down the hill, that also counts. So it's been 60 days since I started, and I've done 62 sessions and a total of 26 hours. The majority time was spent running, and the second one was exercise at home. And here this includes upper body workouts, this includes yoga sessions in the morning, it includes shoulder rehabilitation, so a broad variety of activities. Oh, it's really bright now. So after about 2 months of daily exercise, it's time for a check-in. Do I already feel a change? Do I already feel benefits? And the answer is a clear yes. So I feel much stronger physically, and it's my core, but it's also my legs and my whole body. Just I feel better and stronger. And
the first time you start out with such a challenge, and from 0 to 100, especially if you haven't trained before, you do sports every day, it's actually quite tough. After a couple of weeks, you start to get the hang of it. Your body and mind are used to it. It's not a problem anymore to go out and just run or stay in and do your sports inside. And then it's just getting more and more joyful.
The second thing is my energy levels and my mood, and I clearly observe that I feel better. And it's the winter time, so it's not that just also the sun got better, but it's I really feel a sustained energy, and this doesn't surprise me because I've always had that when I did sports, not just in a moment, but then also afterwards. And the third thing is I had a lot of fun doing this. It gave me experiences which otherwise I may have not done. For example, it pushed me to go out when we had snow, and I went for a snow run, and that was really fun. I enjoyed it. So far so good. So what's next? What do I want to do with the rest of the year? So looking forward, I want to explore new sports. I want to do things that I haven't done before. And also I want to explore new places. So I want to find new mountain bike trails. I want to go run in different places. I really look forward to that. And that's one thing. And the other thing is I want to plan a big adventure. I don't know quite what that will be, but some sort of an outdoor adventure that I want to plan and then use this daily exercise to get in shape for. So it will also give me nice memories when I look back at this. It's not just the discipline of having pushed through, but it will actually enable me to do things that otherwise I probably would not do. So in this sense, this 360-day sports challenge already now after 2 months, it's been a great experience, and I really suggest you to try it as well. So if you are still here, thanks a lot for watching. And if you want to subscribe, I am sure I will update you more on the progress of this 365-day challenge. Have fun, have a good day.